Welcome back, everyone. We have a bit of a mail video today. So the Anime Shed has sent me some mail. Absolute legend. We have some One Piece cards in here. Now, I know some of them that have been sent to me because I needed them for decks, and that legend helped me out so much. But there is other mystery stuff in here that he had told me, so I don't know what else I'm getting today. All I know is what I need for the decks. He did say it's taped up really well, so I'm going to cut it open very carefully. Okay, so we've got a bag. Oh, and now we've got some bubble wrap. Because he said it was a bag in a box. No, it was in a box, in a bag, in a bag. So he definitely made sure this parcel wasn't coming damaged. Let me tell you. Okay, now this is going to be the fun part. He said it was taped up really well. So and it's in one of his TCG anime boxes that he gets. I can see it. I can see it. And it is a waifu box. That's so cool. So all the cards are in here. Now I've got to work out what side's on what because he did tell me. But we shall work it out. I'm doing the cheats way and just using scissors. Okay. So I believe everything sleeved is what I need. Or is it this bit here? No, this bit here. Okay. So we got 3 kings for the king deck that I'm building. I'm going to try and build a king deck. So be sure to stick around for that video too. Well, not right now, but I will be dropping it in my YouTube channel at some point. I'm just trying to play it and work it out first. We have a Eustace kit to complete my playset. We have 3 Sanji for my Luffy deck. 2 Luffys, 10 drops for my Luffy deck. We've got 2 Gecko Morias for my playset, and they're also really good in the black, and they're not banned. So we have a 10 drop Kaido Lin Lin that is also going to go into King when I get the Samos. We have 2 Blackbeards and 3 Kuzans. So these are all for my decks. Kuzan is going into King as well. So thanks so much for those, Shed. Really appreciate it. Now, he actually told me that he piled a heap of other cards in the package. So this is the only stuff I was expecting. And I think there was a couple of commons and uncommons and rares too, which I don't know where they are. I know they're in here. Oh, there they are. I was getting, I knew I needed them as well that he was going to send me. I think everything else he just added in for me. Okay, so we'll go with the commons and uncommons. So I did ask if he had any Kingdom for my King deck. So we have 1. So he just sent me a bunch of cards. So we've got 2 Radical Beams, which I don't have anymore. 2 Tony Choppers. I definitely don't have Otama or Makino. So we've got 2 Otama, 3 Makino. We've got 3 Virgo. Izzo's really good for Yamato. We've got 4 Queens. I do have 1 set, but having 2 sets now actually makes it a bit easier to build a deck. I don't have to keep swapping out. This is absolutely insane how much he sent me. I didn't expect this much. I really didn't expect this much. We've got 2 one-legged toy soldier. We've got 4 brulees, which they're really good. We've got 4 guard point, which I'm pretty sure I do have some. Not 100% sure, but they are still a great card to have in a deck. All these are good. I think I still needed some of these actually. Monkey D. Luffy. This is really good in the Lucci deck. Just the ability of it to count as many full costs. What is it? Then place any number of characters with a full cost or more from trash to the bottom of the deck. This character gains 1,000 power during this turn for every 3 cards placed. So this is really good as like a finisher. We can't get past Suru. Suru is actually really good, just not at the moment into Blackbeard with when they trash cards as no one plays. So there is some really nice cards he has sent my way, and I really do appreciate it. Really do appreciate it. And I'm only going through the commons and uncommons and rares. We have Helmeppo. Helmeppo is pretty good too. We have 4 Ice Ages, which that's pretty decent as well. 4 Blast Breath, which they're in the starter deck, which is still really good. We have 4 Puddings. Pudding's actually a really good card. It is used in Doflamingo at the moment. It just makes your opponent shuffle their hand if they got, like, you want to drop it when they got like a heap of cards, like 5 or more cards in hand, and it makes them shuffle their cards into the deck and retake only 5 cards. Now this is a amazing card for any blue deck. Is the 6 cost Gum Gum Red Rock, which deletes any character off board. There's no cost restriction at all. It is a bit top heavy in the sense of spending Don, but I still think it's a really good card to play. Now I definitely don't have Beige Capone. I did sell them. So this is really good to get these back again. They can go straight into any yellow deck that I want to build. We have 4 Gadatsus, which I don't know if I've got them, but still 4 Gadatsus, absolutely insane. Thank you so much for this package. We've got 4 Satoris, which are really good trigger. It's this trigger, you may trash 1 card and play the card. We have 4 Onamis, which Onami is really good. It's on play, it gives anything banish that you want to attack with, like leader or character, and its trigger is KO up to one of your opponent's 5 costs or less. This makes me kind of want to build Yamato again. I actually really liked playing Yamato. Kiku Noju, absolutely insane card. On KO, if your opponent has 3 or less life cards, add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to your life. So it's a life gain, but it's only if your opponent has 3 or less life. Alright, so we've got 4 Frankies, which great 2k counter, and the trigger is draw 1 card, then if you have 1 or less life cards, play this card. So draw, like you triggering it, you draw a card immediately. If you got 1 or less life, you can play it out, which is actually really good. Okay, so here's some more stuff that I actually asked for my decks. So this is the Trafalgar Law Searcher for my Luffy, so we'll put that aside. We did ask for some Gum Gum Giants for the Luffy deck as well, so I did actually need 3 more, so we'll put them aside. Alright, so I think this is all the Blackbeard stuff that I asked for. So we are planning on building Blackbeard also, because Blackbeard, I actually don't mind the deck for a black deck. It's a very different deck for sure. You really can't misplay it, otherwise it's very unforgiving. So Doc Q is an activate main that if your leader has Blackbeard Pirates type, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 1 or less, and then if this card gets KO'd, you draw a card, which I'm still learning the deck, so I keep forgetting that bit, but you need to draw a card if it gets KO'd, but that's actually not bad. That's actually really good support. We've got Jesus Burgess, which he can't be KO'd, and every 4 cards you have in your trash, you gain 1,000 power with him, and it stays for both the turns. It's just an infinite thing unless you can kill it off board. We've got Van Augur. Van Augur is actually really good. It's an activate main, rest the card. If your leader has Blackbeard Pirates type, give up to one of your opponent's cost -3 during the turn. On KO, draw a card, same as Doc with the draw card. So that's actually not too bad. We've got Lafette. So Lafette's a searcher. It's pretty much like Bonnie, but how they word it is very different. So Bonnie's was disactivate main and had like the one with a circle to tap a Don, whereas this one says you may rest one Don card and this character to search basically the top 5. So he's just purely a searcher. He does get attacked a lot, which is good. You wanted to make him a target, so that's one less hit to life. Vasco Shot, which is just a blocker, 2 cost a blocker. We've got Shuru, or however you say it, 2k counter. Attach one Don when attacking. You may trash 2 cards from your hand, draw 2 cards. So it's basically draw 2, trash 2. It's a cycling. Then we've got Stronger, which this is actually different, this card. So this card, you may trash 1 card from your hand and trash this character. If your leader has Whitebeard Pirates type, blah blah blah, draw 1 card, then give up to one of your opponent's -2 during the turn. So it's not too bad. You do trash it. And finally, Black Hole, which is a really good card. So main, if your leader has the Whitebeard's type, negate the effect of up to one of your opponent's characters during this turn, then that character has a 4 cost to less KO it. So it's actually really good. So it's actually pretty decent. Pretty decent. So that's, I think that was all the commons and uncommons and rares. And he has added some more spice into this. So I'm pretty sure I don't have these either. Alright. So we've got the 2 cost Luffy from OPO1. So this was a really good card. I actually played this one in Garp. So attached to this character cannot be KO'd by strike attribute characters. Activate main, once per turn, give this character up to 2 rested Don cards. So the idea of playing this, you would play it on turn, whatever turn you wanted, turn 2, wherever. But you'd use the main to activate to get the 2 rested Don that you had used, whether it was for that or for something else. And that would work as Garp's ability of minusing 2 cost off something straight away with this character. So it's actually really good in that deck, in my opinion. Everyone else has got a different opinion, but it actually worked. We got Koala. So Koala is for Bello Betty, because it's tagged to Revolutionary Army, or you could play it in, I think it's Dragon and Sabo. So pretty much you play this card and you minus 3,000 power of a character. Wait, one of your opponent's characters, yeah. So it's not a bad SR at all. So we've got Sabo, which is KO up to 2 of your opponent's characters with a total cost power of 4,000 or less, which that's easy to do. You can just reduce, then play that out. Ooh, I do not have that card. We have Edward Newgate. Newgate's actually really good. So up to one of your leaders gains plus 2,000 until the start of your next turn, then you cannot add life cards to your hand using your own effects during this turn. And then attach 2 Don. When attacking, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with 3,000 power or less. So this is actually really good. We do not have these, so thank you so much for these, Shed. Which is a 10-drop Dofi, which pretty much freezes 3 characters on play, which if you're playing Whitebeard, no use, against Blackbeard, sorry. I keep calling him Whitebeard, no use playing it. We have 3 Eustace Kids, so 3 kids is pretty good. Like 4, I need to find one more now. But thank you so much, Shed. These are actually really good. Everyone should know what they do, but if you're someone new that has just dropped in, just check out some mail. What these do is you attach one Don. If this character is rested, your opponent cannot attack any other card than character used to, like, named character used to kid. I just really butchered that. Basically, if you rest the card, your opponent can only attack this card because it's a Eustace Kid card, and that's what it states on the thing. There, we got it. We got there. Activate main. So this is what you can do when you play it out. You may rest this character, play up to one of your characters with 3 cost less from hand. So you can just activate main continuously, or you can attack. So you can board swarm with it, or you can attack as well. Whatever state, whatever spot you're in. Oh my god, my best card. I can play Trafalgar Law now. We have 3 Basil Hawkins. Basil is a blocker. Once per turn, if this character would be removed from the field by one of your opponent's effects, you may rest one of your opponent's characters instead. So make sure if you're playing against Bonnie, make sure you rest all your characters before you try and take this out. Somehow try and rest them all. Otherwise, they only have to rest that one of your characters to keep that alive. Alright. In my opinion, the best card in the set, in OPO1, for sure, is Trafalgar Law. So Trafalgar Law is an insane blocker. On play, you may return one of your characters to your owner's hand. Play out up to one of your character cards with a cost of 3 or less from your hand. So I think now that I got these back, I might do some shenanigans with what is it called again? Trafalgar Law Red Green. That was my favourite deck to play. We got 2 Jewelry Bonnies, which is a really good card. And it's a 5 cost, so realistically I could play this in Law. Up to one of your opponent's rested on play, up to one of your opponent's rested characters or Don cards do not become active in your opponent's refresh phase. So it's a really good card. Got Lim. Now this one's a new one. This one's OPO9, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it is. Look at the top 5 cards from the top of your deck. Reveal up to 1 Odyssey type other than Lim and add it to your hand, then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. End of turn. If you have 3 or more rested characters, set this character as active. That's actually pretty good. I haven't looked into an Odyssey deck, but that actually is pretty cool. We have the 10-drop Kaido that bounces a 8 cost or less and a 3 cost or less back to the owner's hand. It's still a really good card. Got 4 of them, thank you so much. That's just insane. Ooh, and I needed them too. We have the 9-drop Dracula Mihawk that has an on-play of bottom decking a 7 cost or less from OPO1. Absolutely insane card. What else have we got here? We got 4 Boa Hancocks. Absolutely insane blocker from OPO1. Attach 1 Don when attacking or on block. Draw a card if you have 5 or less cards in hand. So it's really good, in my opinion. Got 4 Ultis, which is a searcher of 3 cards. You have to have a multicolored leader for that to work, which is still a good card. Now we're coming to the goods. Alright, we've got 9-drop Kaidos. These are actually from the starter deck. So these ones are on play -5. You rest one of your opponent's characters with 6 costs or less, and it gains rush. I know that card off by heart. Purple is my favourite colour to play. We have 4 of the Trafalgar Law blockers out of the ST14, I think, or 12? 12? I think it's ST12. Let me check. No, it's 10, sorry. 10. Way off. On play, you -1 Don. If your opponent has 7 or more cards in hand, you make them trash too. Still a really good card. This card is a Vinsmoke card. So on play, if the number of Don cards on your field is equal 2 or less than the number on your opponent's field. And you have 5 cards or less, draw 2 cards. That's really good. And it's not tied to anything, so it's any purple. That would be interesting, actually. I didn't think about that one into any of the purple decks that I've built. We've got 2 Eustace kids, absolutely insane blocker. Your turn, once per turn, when a Don card is returned back to the Don deck, you get a Don card back out active. We got 4 Borsalino blockers, really good blocker. Can't be KO'd by effects on your opponent's turn. Unfortunately, if you swing at your opponent's leader, they take a life card, and it can KO a 4 cost or less. It can KO this card. States on opponent's turn, which some people got confused with. Not hard either, like, to get confused with it. We have 4 Kuzans. These are really good SR. On play, draw a card. When attacking, give up to one of your opponent's characters -4 during the turn. So it's really good to -4 cost off a character straight up for black. I think the rest... Oh, there is a bit of yellow there. Ooh, we see some goods. I might be able to build Yamato. That could be interesting. Haven't built it in a very long time. Oh, I need Hordes though. Sakazuki is from OPO1. No, 2, sorry, because 2 came out with the black. On play, you may trash 1 card from your hand count to one of your opponent's characters with 5 costs or less. Still a good card for black. Now we're jumping to the yellow. We've got 2 Yamatos, which are on play, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost equal or less than the total of your opponent's life cards. Then, if you have 1 life or less, add up to 1 card from the top of your deck to the top of your life. So it's actually a really good regenerate. We have 4 Crackers, which I definitely don't have these anymore. Attach 1 Don if you have less life than your opponent. This character gains double attack and plus 1000. So it's actually not too bad of a card. Okay, so we've got 4 Sanji blockers, which I definitely don't have them either. And it has a trigger that you can trash 1 card to play this card. And finally, we have some Charlotte Perespero. However you say it. Anyway, we've got 4 of these. On KO, you look at the top 3 cards of your deck, reveal up to 1 big mum pirates, type character or type card, and add it to your hand. Then place the rest at the bottom of the deck in any order. And it has a trigger. You may trash this card. Oh, you may trash a card from your hand to play this card. So that is our mail from none other than the Anime Shed. I will drop his link in my description. Go check out his channel. He's absolutely amazing. He does deck profiles. He does, for One Piece, matchups as well. He does have a bit of anime stuff on there as well. He's got a bit of a mixture. But be sure to go check out the legend who sent me this mail. Absolutely, thank you so much. I appreciate it all. And that's going to help me a lot to build decks. Anyway, guys, I'll see you all on the next one.